After all the blessings we've been through, it's now that we ask about really waking up. We've been through many stages now, from the awareness of darkness and light, through opening our eyes, the ability for us to stretch to our full height, to dress in whatever we choose to be dressed in, to walk on solid ground and be guided, to recognize that our unique and personal identity is enmeshed with a much broader sense of self. And now finally, we can talk about really waking up. In this last blessing of the Birkot Hashachar, we're actually going to move from Hama'avir Sheina Me'enai Utnuma Me'afapai, that Hashem completely removes any sleep from my eyes and any kind of drowsiness from my eyelids, meaning, as best we can say in a physical language, which is the language of all of these blessings, that now I'm fully awake. It's been past. I've walked through this. I'm now ready to really meet life in a way in which I'm fully awake. This is a true moment for contemplating what it means to be awake, aware, and clearly in the subsequent words that the Siddur advises us to say, which is actually considered in terms of Jewish law to be a continuation of this blessing. We talk about how Hashem is going to guide us in walking according to the wisdom of the Torah. We talk about how Hashem is going to protect us from those who might seek to do us harm. Because as you become more awake, you also actually become more vulnerable until that awakenedness is not only outward looking, but actually is a very profound inward orientation. And then when we get that clear, we talk about our heart being completely given over to Hashem. And then conclude all of this with a statement about our being beautiful and attractive in the eyes of others, that we be beaming a light which makes us connective, so that as we become more fully awake, we become more intertwined with the environment around us in a way in which those who see us recognize that there's here someone to walk with, someone to be with. This is a very important and elemental piece in all of this, because really up until now we've been about ourselves and our own awakening. But here we're talking about our becoming those who others find Kohn with. Kohn being this marvelous word which is about vitality, attractiveness, charisma, connectivity. Yeah. So there we make this request, this prayer of Hashem, and then we ask him to be gomel v'tigmalenu chasadim tovim, that he should give us chasadim which are tovim. And here we need to take a moment just to contemplate the meaning of this phrase. Chesed is usually translated as giving, loving kindness. Well, it is loving kindness, but the first and most primal element of that loving kindness is actually within ourselves. The appreciation of life as it's been given to us, the excitement with the vitality of what it means to be here now. That's the true depth of chesed, something which we touched upon way back when we talked about what we're getting in touch with when we sit quietly before we begin this entire process. We become chasidim, in touch with the power and beauty and dearness of life. Gemilut chesed is when the chesed actually grows outwards. The word gomel actually means to come to fruition, as it says in the parsha of Korach, where there are sticks which are gomel, vayatze tzitz vayigmol shkedim, that they become completely blossomed. That's the word gomel. So our chesed now that Hashem is sending us is chesed which has blossomed. V'tigmalenu, His chesed has blossomed. His love of existence has blossomed into our lives. We becoming the fruit of that chesed. And then we say something quite strange, Tigmalenu chasadim tovim, in which we ask that those chasadim be good. It's a bit surprising because you'd expect that to be automatic. I mean, when someone's doing acts that reflect their love of existence and of life, so of course that's good. Why would we need to modify it with another adjective of being good? And here's something which is very insignificant. That tov is actually a reflection of that chesed being something which is good for us. I mean, how would chesed not be good for us? So to keep this very short, I'll just point out that chesed can be not good for you if it overwhelms you, if you lose through it a sense of your personal veracity and vitality, if because the one who's being good to you is actually in some way sort of bowling you over with all of that goodness. And the way Maimonides puts this, the Rambam puts it in his laws of charity and his laws of tzedakah, he says, to give someone tzedakah, to give someone charity, that's a good thing for sure. Better if they don't know it's coming from you. Better if neither of you know who it's coming from. And ultimately best is if you can find this person a job. That's the best chesed, where what you actually do is give them the appreciation of life and of existence that comes by virtue of their experiencing it being generated from within, that what you've done in that chesed you've given is awaken them to be fully awake to the dearness of life and to desire to have the agency, the choosing power, the freedom, the independence to walk their way. So this we say now at the conclusion of all of this Birkot Hashachar, which, as I explained at the beginning, are blessings of a quest, just as they are blessings of the dawn. Here we're actually saying, God, you have blessed us with being fully awake. You've passed all the sleepiness from our eyes. You've removed any drowsiness from our eyelids. And you have awakened us to the joy of our being what we have been given by you to become. What we have by the flow of your love of life into us, enabled to live. What we have now as these chasadim tovim, which you, Hashem, have blossomed into being blossomed through us as this love of life and existence. And so these really can be marvelous moments to contemplate the things that have been given to you in your life in a way that you've gotten guidance to walk in the path of Torah, to walk in the path of the divine wisdom, in the way in which Hashem has protected you from bad influences, and if they're still in your life, to consider those and learn how to boundary yourself from them and ask for Hashem's help in them dissipating from your life. For your heart to now become devoted and dedicated to the divine and to all of higher purposes. And here, this fantastic shift that is almost unexpected, that others, when they see you, they recognize it, that this isn't just about me. It's something that just like Hashem is giving me this loving kindness and this chesed of love of life, so others, when they see me, they experience that also about their lives. And there's a whole fabric of love which is developed and grown here, as indeed we complete all of these blessings by saying, Baruch Atah Hashem. You are overflowing Hashem, Havaya, making everything be as it is now. Hagomel Chasadim Tovim La'amo Yisrael, who blossoms this love of existence to his people Yisrael. And then as a Yisrael, that you extend that outwards with your glow to all peoples and to this entire planet. As we conclude these blessings of the quest, we align ourselves with the flow of Hashem's goodness, His chasadim, and through that awaken ourselves completely to the tremendous life force that He is granting us at every moment. And so let's take a few moments to relax, to let go of anything which might be standing in the way of our receiving, appreciating, coming to know the guidance we're given above when we're fully awake to it, when we're fully able to open and receive all the kindnesses of Hashem. Take a deep breath in, preferably through your nose. And let it out, comfortably releasing. Take another deep breath in, this time appreciating it as it flows in, fills your lungs. Sense as if it's expanding the entire interior of your body. And now, release, letting go of anything which might be blocking your appreciation of the life you're now being given. Now, as you appreciate simple presence, I want to invite you to note how your breath can be imagined to be entering your heart. Breathing in towards your heart, letting go out of your heart. Breathing in towards your heart, letting go out, exhalation from your heart. Following that in and out a few times now, enhancing each time the appreciation of the life force being given you. Simply by saying, I am grateful. Thank you for this. You are blessed, Hashem, and you're waking me up, that I be fully available to the gifts which you give. I am grateful, Hashem, as your blessed overflow flows into me and enlightens my interior with the receptivity of life. Indeed, you wash away any sleepiness or drowsiness, opening me up to receive the goodness which you now share. I want to invite you to turn your face slightly upward, as if it's receiving a loving kindness of chesed that Hashem is now sending. Sense as if it's coming through your eyelids into your eyes. A light of love, a light of loving kindness. A warmth of care and compassion flowing in through your eyes into the interior of your skull, flowing in down through your throat into your chest, filling it with a presence of love, care, gratitude. Let that fill the entirety of your inner presence, all the way down through your stomach, your legs, into your feet, Feel the energy of this kindness of chesed that is flowing into you now. Feel Hashem's love as it shines on your face and flows through the entirety of your body, the entirety of your being. Notice if there's anything that stands in the way, anything inside you that is perhaps unable to receive. Intensify this light of goodness to wherever that is and let it receive and dissolve and open up. As this light fills you, I want to invite you also to sense this light now, surrounding you, glowing from you. And you might even bring up in your mind someone who has been with negativity towards you, or someone who you experience as being a negative person. And from this place of a light shining within you and a light surrounding you, you might look towards this person and send them light that might either transform them or simply distance them. Focusing light coming out of your heart as it shines on your face. Letting that person receive it and either be transformed by it or distanced by it. Sending love, sending chesed. Now intensify your receiving this goodness as it flows in through your face, flows in through your eyes, reaches down to your heart. Sense your heart becoming devoted, shining with a light of desire and passion for goodness. Sense your heart shining out, and perhaps bring up someone who you desire to send love to share this chesed with, imagining them as if they are nearby across from you. And as Hashem's light of chesed flows down into your face, your eyes, and that chesed flows through you to your heart, beam that loving kindness towards this person who is so fortunate to now receive this light from you. Intensify that. Note its color and sensation. And now expand that to whole groups of people, whether you know them or you don't. as if there are many who are now receiving this light from you. As you glow outwards, receiving the chasadim that Hashem is sending and channeling them through your heart outwards towards many people. Opening up to sense now how they are responding, looking towards you with love and care, appreciating what you are sending towards them. Receive back from them a sense of love, heightened, appreciation of special charm and vitality that you have. Appreciate and receive chesed from them too, as they look towards you with kind eyes filled with loving kindness. Soak it in, simply being in the presence of Hashem's kindness to you. It's now shining through the eyes of others, empowering you even more to receive the goodness of His chasadim. As we complete now the conclusion of these blessings of the quest, Baruch Atah, how blessed you are, Hashem, maker of all, right here and now, who is blossoming with so many good chasadim for His entire people, Yisrael. Glow with that towards His whole creation. And let them all love us back.